basement while they used to go shopping.
So what did you see in the living room?
Alright, so anybody wants to hear, I'll tell you what happened, what the ghost story was. Let me just yell so anybody wants to come in with the note, that's fine. Hey, if you guys are interested, I'm going to tell you what happened with the ghost, if you're interested. Alright, so let me stand here if you would, if you don't mind. That's where I was standing when it happened. So the tour was over, we're getting ready to go. Everybody's in the living room. I was answering questions. And a guy asked me, why didn't you discuss Al Capone? Al Capone is big in this time frame. The reason I don't discuss Al Capone is because technically Al Capone is considered a mobster, not a gangster. The difference is mobsters never left town. Capone never left Chicago. Capone could walk down the streets of Chicago. Everybody knew who he was. Nobody called the police. Gangsters moved from town to town. If they robbed a bank and then ran down to the A&P to get a soda and somebody seen them and recognized them, they'd come home, pack up, and take off to the next town. So that was basically the difference. So I'm explaining the difference, and as I'm talking to him, now Thomas, who was the park ranger, is standing at the door, his back's to the door. He's ready to open up, let everybody out. I'm standing here, everybody's looking at me. I'm talking about Al Capone, and I see everybody's face turn to the right. Everybody turned like this. When I look over, this easel, which at that time was standing right here, these fireplace tools were standing here, and this was basically we're here. So as I'm standing, I see everybody turn their head. I look over. That easel has now about this high up in the air, and it leans over in midair. And I'm telling you, 20 people saw it, not just me. It turns on, like if it was on the ground, it would have turned on its left leg, but it up in the air, pivots, and comes across the room, hits this stuff, and knocks it out into the dining room. Now, this thing weighs about under 3 pounds. There's nothing to it. It's just balsa wood. That stuff, you know, that's heavy stuff. It hit with such force, went out into the dining room. So Thomas was his first tour. He looks at me and he said, "What the hell is that all about?" I said, "I don't know, Thomas. I've never seen anything like that." Thomas has never come back. He refuses to do the tours. And this is probably 4 or 5 years ago. So again, folks, is that a ghost story? It's not going to keep you up late at night, I know. How that happened, I don't know. But again, 20 people seen it. The other thing that happened, the pictures, all the pictures of the women that are throughout the house, most of those are mine. I brought most of these pictures in from my house in my gangster collection. But at one time, all the pictures of the women, the girlfriends, they were all lined up, one right after another. And they're like, I don't know, what do you call them, like 3x5s or something. And Ma Barker was known to hate all women except Dolores Delaney, the one that was pregnant with Alvin Karpis' baby. That would have been the closest thing to a grandchild Ma Barker would have known, because she was dead before Lloyd had his 2 children. So Dolores Delaney couldn't do anything wrong. But all the other women, I've read all their interviews after the guys were dead, they all said the same thing. It was a horrible way to live. They were mentally abused, sexually abused, whatever you want to call it. It was a terrible way to live. When they were here, the boys slept in one room and the girls in the other. Ma Barker did not allow that to go on. I guess you could shoot federal agents, but no hanky-panky in this house. So the girls all said, Edna Murray and Winona Burdett, especially Arthur's girlfriend, said we hated even coming down there because she treated us like dogs. She didn't want us in the house. We knew it. But anyway, so these pictures are all lined up. There's about 6 of them. So we left for the first tour, came back for the second tour, and all the pictures are now stacked face down, one on top of the other in a nice, neat little pile, except Dolores' picture. Her picture is face up on top of this stack. George, Ma's legal husband, and what's her name, that killed her son Lloyd out in Jenny, killed her son and Lloyd in Colorado. Her picture and Ma's husband, both of those pictures are turned face down. How did that happen? I don't know. I know nobody was in the house between the time we left and came back. Anyway, is that a ghost? I don't know. That's all I've seen. The one lady who works with us, the park ranger, she's told me, because one of her jobs, she comes in and cleans and dusts and stuff. She told me several times she's gone upstairs and the beds are a mess. So after she's made them. Again, I'm just telling you what she said. I have never seen that yet. One other quick thing I want to tell you. Anybody ever heard